Hey guys, how you doing? Chris Petersen here at CoachBaseball.co with another helpful baseball tip for everyone. Today we're going to talk about the proper way to grip a baseball. I'm going to show you the four-seam grip. Gripping a baseball seems like a very simple and straightforward fundamental, but you'd be surprised at how many young ball players don't understand or haven't been taught the correct way to actually grip a baseball to get it to go as straight as possible. And I'm going to help you with that right now. First thing you want to focus on are the seams of the baseball. What the seams look like, but more importantly, what the seams feel like in your hand. Okay? The more you familiarize yourself with how the ball feels in your hand and getting used to the feeling of the seams, the easier it's going to be to get to this four-seam grip. And you'll see and understand the older you get, the speed of the game changes. It gets a lot faster, so you have to get to this grip much, much quicker. This seam right here looks like the letter C. And if I turn the ball this way, it looks like a backwards C. It's this C and backwards C that I want to focus on in my first step. And that's getting my pointer finger and my middle finger over that backwards C or that C on the ball. Okay? If your hand is too small, if you're a little bit younger, you can use 3 fingers over that C or that backwards C. No problem. Once your hand gets bigger, you'll go right to that 2-finger grip. Next thing I want to focus on are my fingertips. A lot of ball players that I've worked with, they first come to me and their fingertips are on the bare part of the ball. Well, this increases the chance of the ball slipping. Not saying it will, but it increases the chance of that ball slipping when you get to your release point. Because we want to stay on top of the ball and throw the ball so that we get maximum rotation for better velocity. Well, what's going to help that is if I get my fingertips over the seam. That gives me a better grip so that I can stay on top of the ball. And when I stay on top of the ball, I rip those seams down as I throw it, and again, getting maximum velocity from that rotation and better accuracy. So now I've got my fingers and my fingertips all set. Next thing I need to focus on is my thumb. With my thumb, I want to make sure the thumb is underneath the ball, okay? With my thumbprint showing. I don't want any evidence. I tell the kids that. No evidence on the ball. I don't want my thumbprint on the ball. I want the side of my thumb on the ball underneath to where I can see that thumbprint. A lot of the kids that come in, they'll have problems. They'll have great throwing mechanics, but their ball cuts for some reason. There's that little dot when you're playing catch with them and the ball cuts to the left or cuts to the right. Well, ask to see their grip. 9 times out of 10, you'll see that thumb on the side of the ball. And when you see the thumb on the side of the ball, you've got even pressure on the inside of the ball, but nothing's holding back that middle finger on the outside. And you'll get that uneven balance there where you get a little bit of a twist towards the outside part of the ball, which will make the ball cut. To counteract that, we simply get our thumb underneath the ball, and now we've got our pressure evenly dispersed. Okay? The next thing that we're going to focus on is the gap in between our fingers, our hand, and the baseball. If you can look right in here, there's a gap between where the ball is and where my hand is. A lot of coaches, they tell you, hold the ball in your fingers, which is true. I get a lot of younger ball players that are basically choking the ball, we call it choking it, and the ball is way back in their hand. Well, you've got too much skin touching the ball, too much surface area on the ball, which causes more friction, making the ball go slower. So if at all possible, we want to try to keep the ball in our fingers, not in our hand, so that we have that gap between our hand and the baseball. Okay? And finally, grip pressure. We want very, very light grip pressure on the ball. We're not trying to choke the ball and prevent the ball from coming out. If somebody were to try to take this ball out of my hand, it would be very easy with the grip pressure that I have. We don't want to choke the ball and have my hand going with the ball. That means I'm gripping it a lot too hard, way too hard. So nice light grip pressure. What that also does is that loosens up your wrist and your fingers so that you can whip the ball into your release point for maximum velocity. So, hope those tips helped you guys out. I really appreciate you visiting, and many more videos to come. Got a couple of videos of some drills on how to get to the four-seam grip a lot quicker, and I really appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you guys again. Thanks.